Codename 1 builds native apps in Java from one codebase. Today, one analytics facade keeps the consent decision ahead of every provider and leaves the backend replaceable. A single vendor was baked into the framework, its old endpoint disappeared, and initialization immediately reported activity. Consent, provider choice, and event vocabulary were tangled together. Google's consent mode changes storage and data collection behavior according to the user's consent choices. Matomo documents consent requirements and APIs for tracking and cookie consent, rather than assuming collection is always allowed. Analytics records granular consent locally and drops calls before any provider sees them. After opt-in, the facade fans out to GA4, Matomo, Firebase, Codename 1 Cloud, logging, or a provider the application owns. The provider is registered first, but the home screen event disappears until analytics consent is granted. The order is visible in application code and enforced inside the facade. The real analytics console appears only after an app registers a provider and a user grants consent. Overview, trends, events, goals, segments, and flows then operate on the data that was actually allowed. The developer chooses the privacy posture and backend, can mix providers or self-host, and can reset the pseudonymous client ID when the user asks to be forgotten. Tell us which consent or provider path deserves a live walkthrough.